Yeah, go ahead, Darwaja. So, how can I help you? Just tell about yourself, and I will go in that.
Yeah, before that, I wanted to introduce myself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, I'm Chetan actually, Chetan Darwaza actually.
Okay.
Uh, I have done my graduation in 2016. After that, I'm into production engineer in the manufacturing sector. Okay, from 2017 to 2021. Okay, later then I actually shifted my career to IT industry. Then I thought to I tried to um, I work as an Oracle apps technical. Okay, Oracle apps technical. But somehow I feel like
Hmm.
some little bit it was related to completely into coding, right? So I'm not just comfortable. Later then after a few months I met with an accident. So I took a break. Currently I'm not working.
Hmm.
So I in this free time I just wanted to explore myself in DevOps career.
Hmm.
Okay, as I have heard, the DevOps career, there will be less coding involved in it. So I just wanted to know regarding this roadmap, how it will be, and also how much coding it was required, and also the in this DevOps career, is there any domains involved like finance, SE, and something like that, or how the career in the DevOps will be there, and is there any chances involved to enter into product-based companies uh, in this DevOps career? Okay, and also coming 4 to 5 years. Okay, coming 4 to 5 years, how will be the DevOps field? These all questions are running on mind. So if you show some light on it, like it will be helpful for us.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. So, you started your career on 2017. It is right? Is it
16, 16,
you started your career on
16,
2016? Okay.
16 percent.
So you started your career with
Yeah.
production support engineer, correct?
It was in manufacturing sector actually, to be very frank. But if I wanted to shift into this IT industry, then I will show this experience as in I work for some technologies like that. I wanted to show.
No, no. I just want to understand with the existing experience, do you have experience with the IT or it is a non-IT?
Non-IT, non-IT.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So, right. So you worked as a non-IT earlier, in a non-IT domain.
Yeah.
So with respect to some of the manufacturing unit, right? Company, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you have any means kind of uh, technologies which you have worked as part of your experience during that time?
See,
Any IT technologies? Any you got any
2000, in
chance?
2021, there is not much. Uh, I did not get any chance to work to learn these IT technologies,
No, no
but I
worries.
have.
Yeah.
It's actually purely manufacturing sector, right? So it will be it is actually completely core. Like I will be learning lean sector and Six Sigma, something like that. I have done learnings, but later that due to that I did not see much growth on it. Okay, in it. So I thought to shift my career from non-IT to IT. Okay, so I have took the transition in 2021 August or September, in between there. Later a few months of time, I am not very much comfortable in this coding part. Okay, that time. And also I met with an accident recently, so I'm currently not working. I'm not doing any job currently. So in this free time, I just wanted to explore myself in this DevOps career. As I have heard, in this DevOps career, there will be less coding compared to other technologies, and package wise also it's good. So I just wanted to know and understand how this DevOps career is.
Okay. Got it. Got it. So first of all, since you worked in different industries with a different domain, so I will be considered as a fresher for you. Okay, so I will be considered as a fresher since you have not worked any of the
Okay.
technologies. Okay, for your previous
Okay.
experience. First thing.
Okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
in order to switch, it is not kind of switch. You want to start your career with
But
DevOps.
Shiva, actually
Yeah,
here,
yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
here my concern is actually here I wanted to take an opportunity as a DevOps engineer who is having experience around 3 to 4 years experience. Okay, I wanted to get prepared like that. Okay,
Understand.
yeah,
So understand. So you want to be okay. So kind of three to 4 years of experience. So you want to show your experience
correct. Yeah,
which you have done earlier as part of your previous organization as a DevOps engineer.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, fine. So, in order to prepare for this, right? So let it be the work which you have done earlier. Just to keep your experience as it is. Okay.
Mhm.
So when you are going for this DevOps and cloud space, okay. Since I'm not sure, as you said, so when you are comparing with the other application programming or application programmer or application development, it's kind of, it is not like okay you need to write a full-fledged coding. It is you need for a kind of moderate or kind of less codings comparatively with that application means application development people, correct? So
Okay.
with that said, so what you need to do, you need, okay, so you need a coding experience, you need some programming language experience in order to automate automate kind of the work which you have as part of day-to-day basis. Whatever the work which is in manual, you need to be automated as part of means as a DevOps engineer, as a cloud engineer, you need to do kind of automate the things. Okay, for that you need a kind of scripting or kind of high-level languages. This is essential, but it's not like you need to be kind of expert level, you need to be kind of moderate level. Okay, that I think you can able to learn that. uh, when as you then you asked for that, like I want to become okay 3 to 4 years experience when I'm going to learn these things, right? Okay, so in order to learn this, like 3 to 4 years experience, I can say that it is not like okay much experienced people. 3 to 4 years are like kind of basic to moderate. So what I would suggest, like you need to be do as much as possible hands-on. Okay. So before that, before doing that, you need to learn the technologies as much as possible. I'm not sure with that cloud and DevOps space, do you have any roadmap? What are the technologies you need to learn when you're going to perform this cloud and DevOps role? Do you aware or uh, I just want to go means tell you those things as well? Do you
See,
have any
actually,
idea?
Shiva, to be very frank, actually, I actually explored in explored myself in YouTube, searching in YouTube. Okay, there I came to know like for to become an DevOps engineer, there will be some main skills like around shell scripting and CI/CD and Ansible and Docker and
Mm,
Kubernetes
mm,
and
mm,
Terraform is the main skills when I need to
mm.
get
Right,
covered.
right,
Okay.
right, right.
Other than this, if anything is required, also you please guide me from
Okay,
starting to ending, and also
agreed, agree, understand,
yeah.
understand,
But
understand.
ultimately, from fresher to 4 years of experience candidate, you show me the step by step roadmap. Okay, so
Under,
that I can note it down and I can accordingly follow myself.
agreed, agreed. So the okay, got it. So you whatever the technologies tools which you have explained right now, it is perfectly all right. Okay, so you know whatever the things which you are currently using, and I would say like okay, so it is not like only the tools with that specific tool which you are using. It is vary for the depends on companies to companies, right? So basically, if we talk about generic term, right? So what are the tools and technologies we'll be using as part of this cloud and DevOps space? And mostly companies are currently using it. Let me go through one by one so that you can just note it down. The tool which you have already,
Okay.
anyhow, you have already covered it. That is that those tool which is currently using it. Maybe I will go through one by one so that
You tell
you.
me step by step, step
Yes,
by
yes,
step. Like,
yes. So that it will be, you can compare
yeah,
whatever you learned, and you can
yeah,
correlate with your whatever with your mind, so that you can
yeah,
understand easily. Okay.
yeah.
So as I said, right? So any kind of role, uh, I already told you, like your means is not like okay for application developer role. As you said, when you are going for developer DevOps with cloud, mostly you will be working into like kind of automations, right? So automation in the kind sense, we need to be automate the some of the already which is manually is there, some configuration or kind of the manual work, whatever it is day to day life, you need to be automate accordingly by using any programming or by using any scripting language. So so these are the things mostly you will be performing. Apart from that, maybe you can write some scripting, whatever the means, whatever the phases which you will be working, everything will be kind of some configuration language or kind of scripting language, something then and there you can able to use it. So when talk about these tools and technologies, right? Uh, Always okay. So some programming language uh, knowledge is required, at least moderate level. Okay, not like expert, moderate level. So high
Okay,
level programming language says like there are lot of means programming which is available like Java, Go, Node.js, Python. Okay, so these are the programming language which is mostly companies are using. You just you just what language you can able to suit, and mostly I would prefer for Python. Okay,
okay,
so you just if you don't know any programming language, you start with Python. Okay,
okay,
okay. The next thing would be like kind of operating system. Okay, now most of the workload, production workload which is running on Linux operating system. So you need to be well versed with Linux operating system. So uh, I would say from the command line interface, okay, what are the commands basically we'll be using as part of day-to-day activities. I think you can in the from the internet only you can understand, you can learn it from each and every command how it is using, what are the commands which will be there. I think you're very familiar, you can get it from that internet, and you can learn it. So as you learned from the command line interface, and parallelly you need to learn shell scripting.
okay,
Okay, so I think for right now for operating system, this command line interface, what are the Linux basic commands and some kind of advanced commands, along with that shell scripting. I think you can note it down this point with respect to Linux operating system. Then we go for the version means source version means version control, source configuration management, Git or GitHub or Bitbucket or GitLab. So there are a lot of tools are there in the market, but I would suggest okay, Git and GitHub you can just start with that. You can learn from Git, start with the
okay,
Git, then distributed version in GitHub, so that you can have some familiar. It is not much hard, means kind of difficult thing. Just you can easily understand, install the Git, and you can do perform some basic Git commands so that you can able to easily grab that. Okay.
okay,
Then go for that cloud providers. Okay. I would say like cloud computing. See, the trend would be every workload which is already running in on-prems, it is slowly see almost most of the companies already started. Some of the companies already migrated into cloud. Okay, so
Mhm.
you need to be compulsory. You need to learn any one of the cloud providers like AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. In case if you not aware, means if you not started any of the cloud provider, I would suggest to start with AWS.
Okay.
Okay, then next thing would be like means you need to go for the infrastructure provisioning called IAC, infrastructure as code, Terraform tool you need to learn. Okay,
Okay.
Terraform is a powerful language to provide to provision infrastructure for the in a cloud environment. Okay, so this is
Mhm.
very powerful language. Means you need to learn it.
Mhm.
Okay, then you go for the configuration management. There are many tools are there. Means Ansible, Chef Puppet. I would suggest okay focus on Ansible. Then once you learn the things, whatever the things I would say, it is for preference. Okay, so once
Okay.
you learn the things, you are comfortable, then you can go for other tools as well in the market.
Okay.
So whatever the things which I discussed, which is majorly and means the mostly companies are using it. Okay,
Okay.
then we can go for the CI/CD tool. I think Jenkins in the CI/CD, Jenkins, GitHub Actions, GitLab, Circle CI. There are many tools are there in pipeline. Jenkins, sorry, CI/CD tools. I
Mhm.
think you can learn focus on CI/CD, Jenkins, and GitHub Actions. These tools
Okay.
first. Then parallelly, once you are comfortable, then you can start with the other tools. Okay. Then I think till now, okay, so these are the tools and technology which you have discussed. Mostly, okay, people are using, and the companies also already started using it. And some of the companies, right, the company which is heavy workload, okay,
Oh,
like hundreds of machines, thousands of machines, and means thousands of machines. Then those companies are using containerization. Okay, so the and clusters means they need to run an application in a means hundreds of servers. They prefer to go for containerization, and by orchestrating those containers they are using for Kubernetes. Okay, then like you need to learn about Dockers and Kubernetes.
okay.
Okay, in case the company the it kind of large scale companies. Okay, if it is a small base
Okay.
means medium and small base companies, they'll be running their workload in the cloud only, but they are not creating any clusters running those workloads. But if it is a kind of multinational or a kind of very large organizations, workloads will be running means they're using for more servers. They'll be migrating into creating clusters and maintaining those clusters by using Kubernetes. Okay, so which come into Docker and Kubernetes come into picture. So then finally, I think to manage those and monitoring those applications, infrastructure wise, application wise, some of the monitoring tools you can able to understand and try to learn it.
Monitor tooling means
Like
monitor tools.
monitoring, like means Kibana or Grafana, Prometheus, and Datadog. There are monitoring
Okay.
tools to monitor the applications, to understand means to get the
Okay.
insights from the applications whether all the application is working properly, is there any problem, or this instant means kind of any alert means alert you need to trigger, or you need to take any proactive manner or kind of things.
Okay.
So I think these are the roadmap I would suggest, the tools and technologies as part of this DevOps and cloud. Once you learn what those whatever the things which you have discussed, I would suggest, means I would say, like, you may be comfortable and you can able to take any kind of uh, interviews or any kind of means cloud and DevOps roles, you can able to go and fit it for that work. So
Using this
as said, along with that, you need to build some projects. Once you learn the things, do some hands-on, from medium to kind of small to medium,
okay.
medium to complex projects. So you will get more hands-on. Maybe you can able to get whatever the, see, in case if you go for the interview, in case they'll ask for the scenario based or kind of real-time experience, you can able to answer the questions.
Okay. See, here I have a doubt. Like, if I practice some real-time projects, okay, then it will be very similar to real-time projects which we are working in companies. Hello.
Okay. Mm.
Yeah.
So when you are working for this kind of POC or for your own project, right? Okay. It is not like, you can't say like it is similar to industry projects. See, industry projects have some standards, have some have some rules and regulations, have some complaints, have some securities, have some compliances, have some auditing. So everything come into picture when you go for the industry projects. So when you are doing for your own POCs, right, own projects, so might be some of few of the things you may missed it, but it is okay. Okay, it is okay. But the things, whatever the things which you are covering as part of this, major most of the things you will be covering, correct? So you can able to see how to build a project, and you can able to see how you'll be getting the answer for those project. That would be fine. So similarly, when you go for the industry, so you know how to implement the project, how to integrate this project, how to get the answer. Similarly, you can able to, maybe when you go for industry, they would say like some of the security kind of metrics or kind of audit related things, or kind of control, some measure and measuring and controls, it will be there. But you can able to easily adapt, and you can easily able to uh, integrate those things. It is not a big things, you can able to
Okay.
integrate, and you can able to work, adopt that. It is not a like you not possible to do that. You can able to do.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. So better, everybody, uh, nobody is going directly to work on the industry project. So people will start with their own practice. They'll do some POCs. They'll do their own project work. Then they can apply their knowledge with the help of, means they're applying their knowledge, whatever they learn, by based on the
Okay.
industry requirement, based on the company requirement. That's all.
Okay. 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 So some in the if I join company after doing this own projects now, then someone will be there, right, to guide us uh, while doing real time projects. As I'm
Yes.
showing actually
Yes.
3
When
to
you are
4 years of experience, even though still when I'm stuck somewhere, someone will be there to guide us, right? This is the
yes.
roadmap you have to do, start
Yes.
and end up with.
When you are joining to this company, so what they will do, they will give some mentorship initially. So, okay. Post to that, they will means apply the job, means apply the means they can assign the project. I think you can have the discussion with your mentor or with the peers, and you can do it. It is not like you have to do alone and all those things. But thing is that you need to be comfortable how to use it, and how to deliver the project. That needs to be take care. That needs to
Okay.
be take. That needs to be, you need to be take care. And the remaining things and all, it is not like, people will be there to help, and they will guide you. So whenever you can stuck anywhere, and that will be there, not an issue.
Okay, and also I have few questions. First question is actually once nowadays actually after this corona, all people are actually calling for work from office. Okay, to do the work. As I am currently
Hmm.
showcasing 3 to 4 years of experience. Okay, okay. After learning and after doing so many projects only, I will start applying for the jobs.
Hmm.
Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
then if then I will attend the interviews face to face. If for suppose,
Hmm.
is it better to attend to do the job from work from office or work from home? Which should be the better chance for me?
No, okay. So it's depends, right? See, wherever you can go from, see, you work from home or you work from office. At the end of the day, you are whatever the task which they have assigned, you are going to do. Correct? You don't
Yeah.
bother about whether you are working from home or you are working from office. So
Okay.
at the end, you need to do whatever the task which they have assigned to you. You have to perform. That is the ultimate goal. Correct?
No, no. Why I'm asking? Why I'm asking? Like, if it is in the office only, then people around me will be there. Some of my
That's
relevant experience
that's
people
what.
will be
That's what.
there,
That's what.
so that I can get the some information from them, or
Correct. That's what I'm just was I want to, maybe I can
tips and tricks how to tackle this work
yeah,
or some work.
I will give you more idea on this. So right now most of the companies they are working as a hybrid model.
Okay.
Okay. For example, in a week, 5 days. Okay, 3 days. Some companies they are asking for 5 days work, come to office and work. That's what I
Okay.
told you already. It is a company means based on the company nature and the company decisions. But most of the majority of the companies after COVID, they they changed the work culture as a hybrid model. Okay, now uh, in a week,
Okay.
people are 3 days they will be working from home, 2 days they are going for office. Okay, mostly. Or 2 days they are working from home, 3 days they are going for office. So similarly is there, and but company always means every all the days is working only, but it's depends. Maybe once you maybe for your once you selected, maybe in a week maybe they'll call you for 2 days or they'll call you for 3 days to work from office. I think it will be there.
Okay. But in my case, actually, okay, if it is hybrid model also, no problem. My intention is here. Going to office is only will get for us real learning, right, while working.
Uh,
In my case.
Yes. So when you are working with the colleagues, right? So you will get more exposure, right? So when you are getting any doubts, you can then and there you can ask the people and you can clarify it. But if you are working from home, might be you will not you will maybe you will get the guidance, but to understand and for get the things very fast means very quick, maybe it will get delay. Yes, might be some means lag will be there.
Okay.
That kind of,
Actually,
yes.
I'm actually thinking like me only people who hired, right, who was working there, like me people only learning the new technologies and upgrading. Okay, and join the companies like same as me. Mostly people will be there, I feel. So people also can understand and cooperate each other, I feel like it's the right thing.
Yeah. People will always help you out. That is not an you no need to worry for that. So
Okay.
the people always there to help. Nobody will say I will not tell you the things. So I will not means teach you the things. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
you don't leave about these things from your mind. So whenever if
Okay.
you
Okay.
come into this company culture, people will be there for help you out.
Okay, okay. Now, actually, I wanted to know how about the networking concepts? Should
Okay.
I learn this?
Yes. As I told you, right, when you are learning for AWS, you will be covering all the networkings. It will come into this picture when you are learning for AWS. That's why I didn't specifically told you for networking. So when you're learning this AWS cloud computing, right? So networking, security, all principles, so IAM, roles, groups, users, everything will come into play, so that you can understand end to end.
Okay.
Yes. So I
Okay.
think you will be
And
so
what
when
about
you
the see?
yeah.
Yeah. Python language, uh, Python language versus Python scripting means both are same or what? What is the difference between these two?
Yeah.
Python programming and Python scripting both are different thing or
No, no,
same
no, no,
thing?
no. This is Python is a programming language. Okay. So it would be like, okay, you can solve the means high level means business um use cases. It will be used for solving the business use cases, as well as for by using this Python, you can automate this kind of any manual work. Okay. It is not.
In which applications I will be writing this script or language this Python, like why I'm getting this doubt means Python scripting, Python language, both
Okay.
I have same
No,
syntaxes
so when you're writing for this
or what?
Pythons, right? So there are some libraries, right? Like you know, right? Boto 3, Boto.
Okay, okay, okay,
Okay, in the Python. Okay, so they will be writing all the scripting, everything they will write, and they will do the automation, everything. Okay. So some of the libraries, then Panda.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so these are the things are there. When you get into this, means when you are learning the things, means you can able to understand what are the things will be using. So those are the libraries are there. By using those, it is kind of based on the nature again. So which company they are using. In AWS, mostly people are using for this Boto 3. Okay, so automating this all the manual work and solving the business case by using the Boto 3, they can try to solve the problems by using Lambda functions. Okay, so with the help, you can when you are running Lambda, you can use the Python Boto 3 libraries. You can able to solve the
Okay,
use cases. Similarly, for Pandas is there in Python, right? So by using those libraries, okay, so you can able to solve some write a scriptings and all, and you can automate that.
okay, okay.
So
Initially for attending these interviews, can I skip this Python language and learn operating system and shell scripting? On later part, in some time I can learn Python language, or mandatorily I should learn this and
uh,
start.
I would suggest, okay, when you are going for interview, so it is I would suggest, okay, so once one programming language it is required. That is how
Okay,
I go for any DevOps and cloud. People will always ask for any one of the programming language you aware. Like that is what I told you, right? So you no need to learn for okay expert level, at least kind of basic. So as you said, right now you didn't learn. At least you learn some basics.
okay,
Okay, at least kind of basic level, so that when they ask, yes, I can able to understand, I can able to saw means able to if you assign any work, I can able to do the means I can able to do kind of I have that basic knowledge, I can build from that and I can try to solve it, like that you can say.
okay. And what about SQL?
Okay, so I it is not required right now for to learn this SQLs and all. Okay,
Okay,
so
okay,
for maybe you can later you can learn it. DBMS,
okay,
RDBMS, SQLs, database, all those things.
okay, okay. What about the data structures and algorithms needed for this
That's
role?
it's not required right now. Those things and all. When you are
Okay,
when you are going for cloud and DevOps. Okay, so if you go for design, architecture design, and for as a application development role, then it is required.
Right, right. And how good are the openings for this DevOps role coming 6 months? I mean, 3 to 4 months.
No, 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 it is always high demand work, right? So I think no need to bother about that. There are lot of openings are there.
Okay, okay, okay. And how about this may be like a silly question, but uh, for the 3 to 4 years of candidate, how much package we can expect from the recruiter based on our after giving good interview, how much we can expect as a 3 to 4 years of experience candidate.
Okay. So 3 years, right? So, but I don't think any kind of restriction for the salary. Maybe it is kind of the skill which you have. It is
Okay,
deciding based on your skill set, based on your exposure. Okay, based on your capacity. Okay,
okay,
so 3 years experience, they are getting 10 lakhs also. Okay, means same 10 years people experience, 10 years experience, they are getting 10 lakhs. Okay, so it is not kind of like what I would
acha,
say, like it is not like okay any kind of restriction. So when you are having very
okay,
good skills, exposure, hands-on experience, capacity, I think you can demand whatever the salary is
okay.
you require. It is depends on you.
Actually,
Okay.
okay. Actually, I have actually to be very frank with you. As I told you, I'm with an agent. I'm currently not working. Before it was actually around 18 to 19 LP as fixed for me.